Hey guys, it's Nancy here, and I'm back with my second video for my Hey Look Magpie blog post, and I'm going to be doing a layout with the blues and greens of the collection. Here I'm just using a Lizzie die, which makes a little bow, so I knew I wanted to use that on the layout, so I did just grab my neglected Big Shot out and make that before I processed on the rest of the video, because I knew I wanted to let it dry. So I cut out two middles, whether I want to go with the darker blue or the lighter blue, but I just thought I'd make that and put that to the side. So I'm going to be using this as my background. It's the kind of sketch circles, and it's really, nice and plain and great for a background piece. I'm going to be adding some ink splatters on here. I did think about pulling out my masks and doing that, but I thought, no, I want to make this quite a sort of stark contrast between the blues and greens, and then there's going to be black elements on here as well, so I just wanted to keep it pretty simple. So I'm bringing out some mist here. I've used my grey and my teal, and then this is the kind of other kind of teal. It's kind of quite a blue teal, if that makes sense. Maybe it's a blue, who knows. So I'm just doing that where I know I'm going to put my cluster. I'm using a piece of that background paper there, instead it had the houses on the back, which I know were quite bright and sort of leery, which I didn't want to use. I did want to use the more calmer colours from this collection. So I'm also pulled out this, which is a 4x6 journaling card, because I know I want to journal on this layout, so I wanted to make sure that I had space for that, and even though I could write on that background because it's light enough, I thought I'm going to add a journaling card in there because then the journaling will look more purposeful. So that is my plan. I'm going to be using this photo, which is a photo of me just at work, and I'm going to be using the title, "You Can Do Amazing Things and Then One Step at a Time." And this is just a kind of work update layout. I like to do those every so often, just to talk about what's happening, the stresses, the strains, and just kind of document that. This also documents a hair colour that I had a while back as well. I don't have that any longer, but it was red and purple. So kind of adds sort of two things there. So I've just pulled out again the die cuts from the pack, which are the blues and the greens, and I'm just sticking those down, and then I'm going to place my bow down there to the bottom. I like just a black pop of the text, and then when I do my journaling I'm going to do that in black pen as well, so that's going to help bring everything together. So I'm just playing down with this bottom cluster. I know I wanted to use, there was a circle in the die cut and the matte blue star. I'm just working out where to put that bow. It is quite a dimensional bow, but I can flatten it down and it still looks okay. Again, I pulled out the little stars that came in the die cut pack and just put those around as well. So this was a super quick layout. I think I made this in about 25 minutes, because I really want the journaling to be kind of quite a focal element of this. I'm not sharing the journaling because it is quite personal journaling and it's about work and stuff, so I'm not sharing that on here or in any of the pictures, but that is the point of this layout. So I kind of just wanted to be quite airy and neutral, and I thought, as I've done quite a lot of heavy and bright layouts recently, this was quite, a nice restrained one. And even though, I'm not a fan of white backgrounds, this has enough of that pattern in the background for it not to be too stark for me. You'll also note that I included a doily. Those of you that have been on my channel for like 2+ years, you will know that I'm a big fan of the doily, and I had doilies in every colour. Then I have neglected said doilies, so I'm thinking I might go back to the doilies. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using this bright blue, which is the reverse of that, the cut apart sheet, but that just pop of blue then brings in the pops of blue which I've included on the layout, and also the blue in my cardigan actually works in quite well. I'm going to bring out some Nuvo drops in the teal, and there's also just a clear sort of crystal one, and I'm just going to use that to decorate the bow. Again, I don't have many Nuvo drops. These Nuvo drops are used in my Go-Go Getaway class, so I do have these sitting on my desk, and I do love them. I keep reaching for them, so again, that's something I'm going to have to get to add to my stash, even though I'm trying to not add to my stash. So I'm just using that to just dot some of those around in with my misting. Just adds a little bit of dimension. And really that is it for this layout. It's super simple. I really like how this comes from exactly the same collection as all those really bright oranges and yellows. So my next layout I'm going to share with you will be looking at the more primary colours of the collection and trying to include them all on one layout. So I hope you'll come back for that. Hope you've liked this super simple layout, and I'll speak to you all again very, very soon. Thanks guys, bye.